So in the midst of all of the craziness of Donald Trump and all the news of the day, I don't want you guys to lose track of the fact that we're winning. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute now, it depends on what you mean by we. I mean, if you're talking about progressives, unfortunately our party these days, the Democratic Party, and they are losing at a record pace all across the country, electorally and certainly in policy. Yes, well that's certainly true. But if you mean we as in the movement overall and the tide of history, well, I have great news for you guys. So now some of this you have begun to see throughout all these years, of course, but when you look at it in one moment in time, it gives you a really great window into how much we're winning. So I say we in this case, meaning progressives. My definition of progressive is people who want to expand the circle of liberty. So conservatives want everything to stay the same. So if propertied white men had all the rights, they want propertied white men to always have all the rights. Now that was conservatives back in the day, right? And then they hold on and they say, okay, non-propertied white men as well. And they say, okay, well now that's the new tradition and heritage and culture, I want to hold on to that. Whereas progressives say, no, let's go forward. So expand that liberty to women, African Americans, and of course, gay Americans. So that brings me to this story. So how much are we winning on this issue? Well, we have changed the country's mind. I mean, it's just a bold thing to say almost completely, but kind of. So new Gallup poll out, 64% of Americans say same-sex marriage, not civil unions, not a half measure, not some rights. Same-sex marriage should be legal. That's almost 2/3 of the country. Now, if you've gotten 2/3 of the country to agree with you on any issue, that is a giant win. That is not a small number. That is fairly irreversible, and that trend continues in that direction and has not abated. To give you context here, back in 1996, Bill Clinton is president. I thought back then the country was already headed in a progressive direction. But you know what percentage of Americans thought same-sex marriage should be legal? Only 27%. Isn't that amazing? We moved it from 27% to 64% in about 20 years. Amazing, amazing. So don't lose track of the progress. Yes, the arc of history does bend towards justice. And so let me give you now how the parties line up on this. 74% of Democrats now are in favor of this. That number should be higher, but we'll take it. Most importantly, 71% of independents now think same-sex marriage should be legal. It's over. We've won on this issue. If you have 71% of independents on your side, OVAH, OVA, okay? And then look at this, even 47% of Republicans. We've almost got a majority of Republicans saying yes, same-sex marriage should be legal. And of course it is. Supreme Court ruled in 2015 that it is now legal throughout the country. But it's one thing to win on the law or on a ruling. It's another thing to win hearts and minds, and we have. And you know why? We had an excellent case to make. It's because, of course, every American should have the same rights. Nobody's asking for extra rights. Gay Americans were asking for the same exact rights as straight Americans. They had the Constitution on their side, and they had logic and reason and decency on their side. Now, it also helped that this is a rare issue where the Republicans didn't care to spend that much money against it, so thank God. And so now one last thing about this. I know the Democratic Party loves to take credit for stuff like this, and some credit should be given. I think that it was really more progressives who were aggressively pushing in this direction, human rights activists, gay rights activists who were pushing in this direction. But you know, some folks who were Johnny-come-latelys and decided they were for same-sex marriage as late as 2013 or recently passed laws in their state. They're like, whoa, look at this, I'm so progressive. I'm for same-sex marriage. I know, that parade started a long time ago. Just because you jumped in front of it doesn't mean you led it. But no matter who led it, thank God it's going in that right direction, and I don't think it's ever gonna turn around. So don't lose sight of these great victories. So when I tell you we're gonna win on a different issue, you'll see why I say that. It's based on actual facts and history. It is, although in the short term we get hurt a lot, history is on our side. We own the future. Our journalism drive is almost over. It ends in Trump's first 100 days. We need to hire more reporters and more watchdogs. Let's do that right now.
at tytnetwork.com/go.